So Pixar announced Toy Story 5 a couple weeks ago during Disney Investor Day, which is another movie to add to the collection of pointless Pixar sequels and spin-offs. I mean, like, seriously, who asked for another Toy Story movie? Toy Story 4 was already unnecessary enough, and don't even get me started about Lightyear. Over the past decade, it's been pretty clear that Pixar has been focusing on cash grab sequels more so than new and creative stories that pushes out their artistic boundaries. In the 2010s alone, Pixar has only made 4 standalone original movies: Brave, Inside Out, The Good Dinosaur, and Coco. But they also made 7 sequels to their popular IPs, which did make a lot of money, but a lot of them are pretty divisive between the general public. And it's not like the movies themselves are terrible. Out of all the 2010 Pixar sequels, the only one that really justifies its existence and feels the least like it's a cash grab is Toy Story 3. It continues and builds off of Toy Story 2's themes and ideas excellently, and it marks a nice and necessary ending to the original Toy Story trilogy. This movie is easily the best Pixar sequel of the 2010s, and it was the first one. Even though I'm one of the only people who liked Finding Dory or Monsters University, and I guess Incredibles 2 and Cars 3 had some fun elements, I can see that all of these movies are still just clear cash grabs and nothing else. Lightyear was super lame and didn't justify its existence at all. It was marketed as part of the Toy Story franchise, but really, if you change the main character's name and suit, it would just be another generic animated sci-fi movie. The majority of people who watched this movie only watched it because it was marketed as a Toy Story movie, even though the movie doesn't do anything unique or enhance the rest of the franchise. This movie was really disappointing, and it actually made me really mad. And it's getting annoying how much Disney is just milking the Toy Story franchise. Even if Toy Story 5 comes out really good, it would still be considered a cash grab. Other Pixar sequels are just downright terrible, like Cars 2, which just abandoned everything good about the original film, and it dented Pixar's reputation forever. Even the films that everyone was really excited for, like Incredibles 2, was still pretty disappointing, and it felt like there was no real work behind it. When you compare these more or less low-effort, unnecessary sequels to the amazing and iconic products of the 2000s, it's really disappointing and sad. I mean, it's not like Pixar can't make any more great original stories. Like, I really enjoyed Coco, Soul, and Inside Out. Oh crap. Inside Out's also getting a sequel. It's releasing next year, Pixar wide. The first movie already had a great ending. It didn't need a sequel, but why? Anyways, to what I was saying, Pixar can still make unique and original stories that can reach the quality of their works in the 2000s. But if they choose to instead spend their time on these cash grabs and not take any risk, many people aren't going to see them as the king of animation that they once were in the past. These sequels don't feel like they have any passion or care behind them, and they feel like they were just made to make money, sell products, and nothing else. Now, I'm not saying that all of Pixar's original movies are amazing. I didn't really like Turning Red that much, but I can tell that the people behind the scenes actually tried, and that it was a passion project for the director, even though I personally didn't connect with the story or characters. I'm fine with Pixar taking risks and trying out new stories, even if I don't connect with some of them. Pixar is full of talented people, and I know the studio has so much potential, and it's clear that they have more stories to tell. So hopefully after Lightyear bombed at the box office, Pixar will stop giving the majority of their focus on safe but pointless cash grab sequels, and instead create unique, iconic, and amazing animated films.